A glass sits near the edge of the table. Your cat looks at it, not with panic, not with guilt, just that quiet, unreadable stare cats seem to have perfected over thousands of years. One paw reaches out, a tiny push. The glass falls. You rush in, and there it is. Your cat, sitting calmly beside the scene, looking at you as if gravity made the choice. Then it happens again in another form. It is 3:07 in the morning. The house is dark. Suddenly, a small shadow explodes through the hallway, launches onto the couch, knocks something over, and disappears like a furry ghost. Or maybe you are petting your cat. It is purring. Its eyes are soft. Everything feels peaceful. Then, without warning, it turns around and bites your hand. To us, these moments can look random, dramatic, rude, or just plain weird. But what if your cat is not being weird at all? What if these strange habits are pieces of an ancient language built from instinct, scent, fear, comfort, hunting, trust, and survival? Today, we are going to look at 15 strange cat behaviors that make more sense than they seem. Not just to explain what your cat is doing, but to understand the world it may be living in, right inside your home. Because deep inside, even the cat sleeping beside your laptop is still a small predator in a world designed for humans. First, why does your cat knock things off the table? A pen, a glass, a TV remote. If it is sitting near an edge, your cat may treat it like an experiment waiting to happen. Many people assume this is revenge or mischief, but for a cat, the paw is one of the main tools for understanding the world. In the wild, cats use their paws to test prey. Is it alive? Will it move? Is it dangerous? A small object on a table can trigger a similar investigation. It rolls, drops, or makes sound. To the cat, that is information. And if every time your cat knocks something down, you rush into the room, your cat may learn that this behavior gets a reaction. So no, your cat may not be plotting against your coffee mug. It may be testing the laws of physics and testing how quickly you respond. Then there are the midnight explosions. 1 minute, the house is silent. The next, your cat is sprinting from room to room like it has just remembered an urgent appointment with the ceiling. People call this the zoomies, but underneath the comedy is something old. Cats are often most active around dusk and dawn, when many small prey animals are moving. In a modern home, there may be no mouse to chase, no real hunt to complete, so the energy builds. A cat sleeps through the afternoon, stores up fuel, then releases it in sudden bursts, running, jumping, turning, attacking invisible targets. To us, it looks chaotic. To the cat, it may feel like a hunt with no prey. That is why an evening play session can matter. Even 10 focused minutes with a wand toy before bed can give the body what it expects. Stalk, chase, catch, eat, rest. You can see the same hunting system at the window. A bird lands outside. Your cat freezes. Its eyes lock on. The tail twitches. The jaw begins to tremble. Then comes that strange clicking, chirping, chattering sound, almost like the cat is glitching. There is no single proven explanation for every cat that does this. It may be excitement, frustration, or a reflex linked to the movements cats use when preparing for a bite. But the key is this: the hunting instinct has been switched on, and the cat cannot complete the sequence. For you, it is just a bird outside the window. For your cat, it may be the wild world standing inches away, completely unreachable. That same instinct can turn your feet into targets. You walk down the hallway. From behind a door or under a bed, your cat launches at your ankle, grabs on, kicks with the back feet, then runs away as if it was perfectly reasonable. Your feet are moving. They are low to the ground. They pass quickly across the cat's field of vision. To a young cat, or a cat that needs more play, they can look exactly like something worth ambushing. This is not usually hatred, it is play hunting. But it can become painful if humans encourage it. When kittens wrestle with hands and feet, they learn that human skin is part of the game. Later, when claws are sharper, the same game stops being cute. So redirect it. Give the cat something safe to stalk, grab, bite, and kick, something that is not your ankle. We call cats pets, but their bodies do not know that word. Their ears still catch tiny sounds behind walls. Their eyes still read movement in low light. Their paws still want to touch, test, strike, and trap. Still, not every strange behavior comes from hunting. Some of the strangest things cats do happen when they are trying to come closer to you, like the head bump. Your cat walks up, lowers its forehead, and presses or bumps its head against your hand, your leg, or even your face. This is often a positive social behavior. Cats have scent glands around the cheeks, chin, and forehead. When they rub or bump against you, they leave scent behind and may pick up your scent too. To cats, scent is not just smell. It is identity. It is territory. It is familiarity. So when a cat head bunts you, it may be saying, in its own way, you are part of my familiar world. Not every cat enjoys a human hug, but a head bump offered freely can be a small ceremony of trust. Then there is kneading, the behavior many people call making biscuits. Your cat climbs onto your lap, presses one front paw down, then the other. The claws may come out just enough to make you question the beauty of the moment. This behavior reaches back to kittenhood. Nursing kittens press their paws against their mother's belly to help stimulate milk flow. That motion is tied to warmth, food, and comfort. Many adult cats keep the behavior. It does not necessarily mean your cat literally thinks you are its mother. It means the body is returning to a very old pattern associated with safety. If the claws hurt, place a thick blanket on your lap. Let the comfort remain while protecting your skin. Another quiet sign is the slow blink. Your cat looks at you with a soft gaze. The eyelids lower slowly, pause, and open again. In cat body language, a direct stare can sometimes feel threatening. Closing the eyes in the presence of another creature is a vulnerable act, so a slow blink is often associated with relaxation and trust. You can answer it by softening your own eyes, blinking slowly, and not rushing forward. Do not turn the moment into a grab or a hug. Let it stay quiet. Sometimes through a blink, a cat tells you more by doing almost nothing. Then comes the rough little tongue. Maybe your cat licks your hand, your hair, or wakes you by dragging that sandpaper tongue across your cheek. Licking can mean several things. Cats that are socially close may groom one another. So when your cat licks you, it may be treating you as part of its social group. It may also be adding scent, enjoying the salty taste of your skin, reacting to lotion, or soothing itself through repetition. This is why context matters. A few gentle licks during a calm moment can be a sign of closeness. But if a cat licks its own body until the fur thins or the skin becomes irritated, it deserves attention. What looks like affection in one setting can be stress or discomfort in another. And then there is the behavior humans find least elegant. The rear end greeting. Your cat jumps onto the couch, turns around, lifts its tail, and suddenly its backside is much closer to your face than anyone requested. To humans, this feels rude. To cats, it can be social. Cats gather information through scent, and the area under the tail carries strong individual scent signals. A raised tail often suggests confidence, comfort, and friendly intention. So when your cat presents its rear to you, it may not be insulting you. It may be greeting you according to cat etiquette. It is not human politeness, it is feline honesty. But cats do not only want affection, they also want control, safety, and a place where the world feels manageable. That is why the cardboard box wins. You buy a beautiful cat tree or an expensive bed. Your cat inspects it for 2 seconds, then climbs into the cardboard box it came in and stays there like it has found paradise. A box offers protection on several sides. It creates a small enclosed space where the cat can watch the opening and feel hidden. It can be a shelter, an ambush spot, a nap zone, and a heat trap all at once. To you, it is packaging. To your cat, it is a private room where the outside world cannot reach from every direction. This need for safety also appears around food. You put food in the bowl, your cat sniffs it, then starts scratching around it as if trying to bury it. Some owners think this means the cat hates the food. Sometimes that may be part of it, but often the behavior is linked to instinctive attempts to cover or hide scent. In the wild, Leftover food can attract scavengers, competitors, or larger animals. A cat may try to cover what remains, especially if there is too much food, if it is not hungry, or if the feeding spot feels exposed. The location of the bowl can matter too. Is it near the litter box, in a noisy kitchen, or in a high-traffic hallway? For cats, where they eat can be just as important as what they eat. Water brings its own mysteries. Your cat has a clean bowl of water, yet it waits at the sink, stares at you, and demands the faucet. Some cats prefer moving water because it is easier to notice, may seem fresher, and may carry fewer unpleasant smells. Others dislike water placed too close to food, plastic odors, detergent residue, narrow bowls, or the feeling of whiskers brushing the sides. A wide, clean bowl placed away from food can help. A cat fountain can help some cats drink more comfortably. But if your cat suddenly drinks much more than usual, do not dismiss it as a cute preference. Watch for increased urination, weight loss, appetite changes, or unusual behavior. A major change in thirst can be a reason to speak with a veterinarian. Because the behavior itself may be normal, the change may not be. The same idea applies when a cat bites during petting. You are stroking your cat. It purrs, it leans into your hand, then suddenly it turns and bites. This can feel like betrayal, but often the cat has reached a sensory limit. A touch that feels good for 10 seconds may become too much after 30. Many cats give warnings before they bite. The tail twitches, the ears shift back, the skin ripples, the body stiffens, the pupils widen, or the purr changes. Humans often miss these signals because they are small, but to the cat, the message was already sent. Enough. Let me go. Loving a cat is not always about petting it more. Sometimes it is about stopping at the right moment. And now we reach the behaviors that should make us more careful. A cat crying at night can be funny once, but when it happens again and again, it may be worth listening more closely. The food bowl is full, the water is clean, the litter box is fine, the door is open, and still, your cat sits in the hallway and calls into the dark. It may want attention, play, or reassurance. It may be reacting to a sound you cannot hear. In older cats, nighttime vocalizing can sometimes be connected to confusion, changes in sleep patterns, discomfort, or cognitive decline. So the question is not simply, why is my cat being loud? The better question is this normal for my cat, or has something changed? That question matters for all 15 behaviors. A cat hiding in a box is normal. A cat suddenly hiding all day may not be. A cat licking your hand may be social. A cat licking its own body until the fur disappears may be struggling. A cat knocking down a pen may be curious. A cat suddenly acting restless, thirsty, withdrawn, or aggressive may be telling you something else. The behavior is not always the problem. The context, frequency, and change are what matter. So we return to that ordinary house, the glass on the table, the box on the floor, the hallway at 3 a.m., the window with birds outside, the couch where your cat blinks slowly, bumps your hand, kneads your blanket, or walks away when it has had enough. After seeing these behaviors differently, the cat does not become less mysterious, but it does become easier to respect. You see a glass, your cat sees an object to test. You see an empty box, your cat sees shelter. You see a slow blink, your cat may be offering trust. You see a sudden bite. Your cat may be saying its body has reached the limit. You hear a cry in the night. Your cat may be lonely, stimulated, aging, confused, or asking you to notice a change. Cats do not use human language. They use scent, eyes, tails, paws, claws, voices, distance, silence, and rituals carried from the wild into the modern home. Maybe loving a cat is not about making it easier to understand. Maybe it is not about turning every strange behavior into something cute, or every inconvenient behavior into something bad. Maybe loving a cat begins with slowing down, looking before judging, stopping before touching again, and asking, whenever your cat does something strange, what is it trying to tell me?